Jetzt, wo ist der Smith? Smitty. Smitty, wo bist du? Smitty Jagger McJohnson. Lass doch mal mit dir quatschen. So. Das anfertigen. Ah, scheiße, ich glaube, die muss es tragen vorher. Ach, das war keine Waffe, das ist... Also was mal anziehen, was verbessern. Ja. Die hat jetzt Beweglichkeit 4. Ich kann da eine andere Waffe geben. Das finde ich auch toll. Das gefällt mir. Was ist denn hier? Wenn die dann wirklich stärker ist, die sollte mindestens 144. Ah, gut, schauen wir mal. Was wir da denn... 144 und 67.
Oh, it's a great.
Einfach mit der höchsten Verteidigung immer 30. Das ist die höchste Verteidigung. Das Gleichgewicht 6, aber es ist immer noch besser als der den Schulter. Ja, dasselbe und ja, passt.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Oh, it's you, Old Menawi. Come and see. I'll receive beautiful things from our village.
So, erstmal Zeug rein. So, und jetzt gucken wir mal nach einer Waffe, die auch wirklich stark ist wie ihre jetzige und die sie auch tragen kann. Naja. Gerader Säbel. Braucht man 4 bei den geraden Säbel. Da braucht man 3, da braucht man 4. Einen geraden Säbel würde ich hier gerne geben, aber ich glaube, den hat die. Der wäre halt schon verbessert. Der ist nicht komplett. Ich weiß nicht. Stahldolch. Wäre das was für die? Zum Beispiel Beweglichkeit 4. Der hat aber mehr. Aber das könnte auch an dem Ding, was drin ist, dran liegen. Warte mal, ich nehme mal beide mit. Die kann man nämlich dann einfach das Zeug rausmachen und dann gucken wir mal, welcher besser sein soll. Opferungsschwert. Das sieht auch geil aus. Man macht halt.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you.
Das ist das mit dem physischen Schaden. Okay. Okay, das ist physischer Schaden. Das machen wir raus. Leer. Ja. Okay, so. Und beim geraden Säbel, was ist so. Betäubung ist das bloß, machen wir auch leer. So. Jetzt hätte ich gern gewusst, welcher besser ist. Das einzige, wo der... Das ist echt scheiße, das einzige, der Stahltech braucht mehr Beweglichkeit, okay. Aber der gerade Säbel ist einfach nur stärker. Okay, nehmen wir den. So, da gehen wir mal auf physikalischen Schaden. 60. Ja. Beim anderen machen wir auf Schild. Schaden, wenn es geht. Was ich aber so irgendwie kacke finde. Ja, oder wir gehen dann nochmal auf physikalisch. Ja, was bringt das? Ah, diese physikalisch bringt mehr. Physikalisch. So.
The best forge in tier 3D. Blades, armor, locks, custom pieces made to order.
Oh, it's you, old Menawi. Come and see.
Ich bin interessiert, ob der irgendwas Nautisches verkauft, der Arsch. Oder hier so ein Wamst hier. Kontinental. Was Stärkeres,
Come
was ich
closer,
anziehen
good
kann.
people. Liquor and wine. You'll
Weil
find
da
all
gibt's
you
was, was mich
need.
interessieren würde, wo ich
Welcome.
da
It's so have you
zuletzt war. Aber das kann ich nicht draggen. Oh, ich hasse das immer. Hauptmann-Wams. Da brauche ich aber Ausdauer 2. Der war halt voll ideal. Blaues Silber, Hauptmann-Wams. Ich guck mal, ob ich so ein Ding habe überhaupt. Haupt, Blaues Silber, Hauptmann-Wams. Wenn ich das schon besitze, brauche ich es nicht kaufen.
come closer, good people. Liquor and wine from the
Blaues Silber, Hauptmann-Wams. Bin mir gespannt. Nee, Blau, Silber, Hauptmann, Wams habe ich nicht. Dann nehmen wir mit. Da müssen wir erstmal hier. Was habe ich doppelt? Mitnehmen. Aha, das sind Einzelstücke und ich habe jetzt zweimal diesen Hammer. Das ist doch schon eine Vierfach. Mach mal einen Seemann-Umhang. Hä? Kommt der von mir her? Immer raus. Kein Problem. Der wird verkauft. Aber der von mir herkommt, ist auch eine gute Frage, ne? Schützenumhang. So. So, was bitzelt denn hier andauernd? Das ist doch gar nichts. Ist ja noch gespeichert hier. Das ist ja sauer, ey.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine. Are your boots worn through? Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Ich hasse dich. So, verkaufen. So. Einfach mal jetzt. Habe ich 2000 Geld. Klar. So, wo ist denn das jetzt? Grün, bla. Hauptmann, rote Sonne. Okay, auf jeden Fall das kaufe ich. So, jetzt gucken wir mal der Tussi. Das ist er. Was würde dir denn zusagen? Was Drecksflow passt. Das wäre stärker. Das wäre stärker. Da ist bloß noch nichts eingebaut. Wenn ich jetzt rechne. So. Jetzt hat die Frage, ist hier am jetzigen auch was reingebaut oder nicht? Ich könnte es tragen. Grenadier, Hauptmann, Panzer, Kaftan. Kaftan. Gucken wir mal. Ja, pst. Was hat die jetzt da an? Ja, hier. Die hat noch was Grünes. Zeremonie. Ja, das können wir so nicht lassen. Das muss getauscht werden.
Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Kaufen. Okay, das ist eh den, wo sie trägt. Gut. So, dann. Das ist Hauptmann. Gefahrresistenz. Ja, Hauptmann Wams. Und ich gebe hier den Grenadier-Hauptmann Panzerkafkan. Kann man besser. Ja, den kriegt sie. Yep. So, dann gucken. Oh, dann gucken wir gleich noch wegen Handschuhen. Kommandantenhandschuhe, aber das sind die von. Sind das nicht die von dieser komischen Inquisition oder nicht? Na gut, wir geben mal Geld aus, scheiß drauf. So, jetzt habe ich schon wieder den falschen Knopf gedrückt. Schuhe. Ah. Okay, kann sie eh nicht tragen. Sehr gut. Und zweiter. Boah, Junge, was tut denn mein... Wieso steht hier, dass das mehr machen würde? Also, wegen Angriffskosten legt mich doch am Arsch. Na. Nee, das passt so schon. Das passt so.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make it for you. Oh, it's a great place.
Hat die Cameltoe da unten, Alter? Was stimmt mit der Rose nicht? Naja. So. Ist mir egal, die kriegt nochmal verstärkten Schutz. Ist mir egal. So.
Want armor that fits you like a glove? We'll make
Oh,
it
it's
for
you,
you.
on old Menawi. Come and see. Oil received
So, dann gehen wir zum Konstantino. Okay. Warte. Warte. Sehe ich jetzt auch nicht, warum die besser sein sollen. Der hat ja schon gute Handschuhe. Sogar passt. Was ist hier passiert?
Lieutenant, I demand an explanation. Tell us what is going on. We haven't heard anything about Lord D'Orsay's condition in spite of our inquiries. We are extremely worried. And then all of a sudden one of his guards appears, shaken and on his own, though he is part of his retinue.
Please, allow me the chance to shed some light, my lady.
Your soldier is nothing more than a coward for abandoning his highness.
Tell me, what is going on?
This soldier has just reported in. He is asking for reinforcements. He believes that Lord D'Orsay has been attacked.
He believes. He ran here without full knowledge of what happened firsthand.
I was sent on patrol far from the camp, but I heard screams from men and from beasts. I wanted to return to camp, but then I heard a deafening sound, grinding like a landslide. I thought then it would be best just to go and get help.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You are dismissed. I would like to have a discussion with this man alone.
Yes, sir.
My lady, could you lead these fine people into the hallway, if you would be so kind?
Certainly. I deplore this embarrassing turn of events, but know that you have my full support in all circumstances.
In the interest of avoiding a general panic, tell me precisely what happened back there.
Your cousin ordered us to escort him beyond the town limits. The islander convinced him to go on some journey.
By islander, do you mean the Denegat that came to treat his affliction?
Yes, a strange bird. Missing more than one feather, you ask me, sir. I was ordered to set up patrol along a small path, rather far from the rest of the company. I was told to protect our perimeter from anyone wandering along. According to the islander, it was the only access to their planned destination. I did my rounds for quite some time. Not a soul came along. But then I heard cries a ways off, and I went running to help. I heard an enormous crashing sound like an avalanche of rocks. So then I turned right back around.
And you ran all the way here? Do you know precisely where the company was when you heard these sounds?
No, not precisely. I hadn't gone there. But I could show them where I was posted. The islander said they were following the path, but he was quite a ways ahead when I lost sight of them.
Why didn't you go and look for yourself? To see if they had been buried by a rock slide?
What? Alone? Well, what could I have done? It seemed of greater urgency to go and get help.
I'm still having trouble deciding if cowardice or intelligence got the best of you. But that's a question for your superiors.
Das sollte so Leute raustun. Das sind, wenn man so guckt im Hintergrund, da stehen immer noch 10 Leute da.
Quite weak.
Für die Eingangshalle. Ja, da bleiben wir stehen und hören zu.
His Highness was feeling much better. The potions that he was drinking must have been potent. I mean to show no disrespect to His Highness, but that islander had the high ground in the War of Wits. I wasn't privy to their counsel. I haven't the beginning of an explanation for the expedition, but your cousin was all full of enthusiasm and ordered that we set out as quick as we could make ready.
That sounds like him. What sort of mess has he gotten himself into? Again?
I am sorry, sir, but I don't know anything else I could tell you.
Dismissed, soldier. Looks like I'm going on an expedition.
Thank you, sir.
Des Hochkönigs. Was ist denn jetzt schon wieder los hier? Wie viele Quests? Ja, genau, das sollten wir schon als erstes machen, aber hier irgendwie. Nebenquests? Okay, das hier nur. Ich nehme Kurt mit. Ich nehme Kurt mit. Vielleicht noch was kaufen, was einen interessiert. Gut, da ist schon was drin. Es gibt keine Knarre, die 5 braucht. Das ist sowieso der Oberwitz. Warte mal, wo ist denn hier? Die macht Elementarschaden. Also, die ist gut. Gut, macht halt jetzt nicht so rüstungsmäßig oder physikalisch, aber Elementarschaden. Ich geb's ihm einfach, scheißegal. Lederteilspitze. Decker. Der Gift- oder Magieresistent ist. Also allgemein hat die ein bisschen mehr. Komm, zieh's an. Übers Geld. Ist übers Geld. So. Ist doch ein Witz, Alter. Da gibt's keine richtigen nordische Sachen hier, die Arschlöcher. Mein warmes. Der Gott, das braucht er nicht, der ist ja Offizier. Scheißdreck, ey. Ich hab schon gekriegt. Tieroffizier. Was ist die Tussi? Da kriegt ihr nämlich Grenadieroffizier. Stiefel. Ja, die muss man halt auch noch aufpumpen, aber ist egal. Okay, kannst du eh nicht tragen. Oh, leck mich doch am Ärmel. Betäubung ist scheißegal, das Ding wichtig. Okay, da muss ich, wenn ich nächstes Mal in der Stadt bin, muss ich dann das halt verbessern. Ja, Marsch vorbei, so. Mhm. Wo bin ich hier eigentlich überhaupt? Bleib doch mal hier. Lass den mal umbringen. So.
This is the camp that Constantine's escort must have established.
It wasn't a landslide that did this, but combat. A deadly one. I sure hope our little governor has escaped the carnage.
Search the zone. Let's see if we can find any clues as to what's happened here. The tents were lacerated by what looks like claws, and there are traces of blood everywhere. Some of these men must have been attacked in their sleep. By beasts? Most of the weapons are missing. Our soldiers wouldn't have taken a rest without defenses. Our soldiers were attacked by surprise, and there were animals among the assailants. However, our men reacted properly. They were armed and they fled as best they could. There are no bodies, and no sign of Constantine or Catasac's presence here. Perhaps they were in another place, and the soldiers wanted to join them. We need to follow the tracks. This area has been trampled. An entire stampede passed by here. Our soldiers must have fled the zone and taken this path followed by their assailants. This is a sacred place of a native cult. No doubt this is where Catasac and Constantine were going.
It isn't really a place of a cult, but rather a place of anchoring. A place where Donegada perform a ritual to become Sinol Menawi. These places are charged with great energy. Perhaps Catasac wanted to use it to bring relief to your cousin.
Perhaps. There are bodies, and without a doubt there was fighting here. Search the place. Let's see what we are able to find.
Hallo, untersucht das jetzt. Ja, cool.
This blade is a native ritual knife, and this bowl contained a potion. Someone wanted to perform a ritual Could Katasak have found a better means to alleviate Constantine's symptoms? The corpses of both men and beasts. These soldiers fought dearly until the end. Neither Constantine nor Katasak are among them. Crater, without a doubt caused by an explosive potion. The soldiers might have been carrying them. They must have been desperate to have taken such drastic measures. Constantine and Katasak must have been visiting this place. Perhaps performing some sort of healing ritual. When the attack took place, the soldiers intervened, and many fell during the fight. But a group was able to escape down this path. We need to continue following their tracks.
Ah.
More tracks. Footprints. They must have fled this way.
Irgendwie sind die komisch gelaufen. 2-2, nix. Wie so ein Hase rumgehopft. Da brennt ein Baum. Hallo. Oh Gott.
Strange. These trees look half calcinated, as if they were exposed to immense heat. These weapons are in terrible condition. Whatever did these men come up against?
Schwert da so komisch drin steckt. Auch, sieht auch cool aus. Ah, da war doch noch was.
This path seems to have been scorched in flames.
Ah, da oben sind ein paar Wichser. Hallo, ihr Schwuchteln. Boah, er wichst mich halt um. Oh, jetzt lass mich doch mal zuschlagen, du. Oh.
More signs of an explosion.
Cool.
I can't believe that our soldiers could be carrying so many explosive potions.
Das könnte doch genauso von den
These poor soldiers were torn to pieces.
Stücke
Animals
gerissen.
again, or something else.
So ein Stück gerissen sieht er jetzt nicht aus. Okay.
New footprints. It looks as if a group met up with them and took this path. There was more fighting over here. There are not only the corpses of our own men, but where could these other soldiers have come from?
These are coin guard. But I couldn't tell you if they served the Bridge Alliance or Teleme.
More signs of explosions. But what were they doing with all these explosives on?
Folge den Kampfspuren. Ich sehe aber nicht noch weitere Kampfspuren. Das ist irgendwie. Oder soll ich dem Feuer folgen? Ich weiß nicht, wie das jetzt meine. Doch mal hier lang.
There are footprints. Only a handful made it up to here.
Also ich sehe irgendwie keine Fußspuren hier auf dem Boden.
The path stops on this overhang, and despite signs of a skirmish, I can't see any sign of Constantine or Catisan.
Boah. Gott, ein Haufen Leichen. Alter, ich hab einfach meine Steine
These
gespalten.
rocks were broken, as if they had taken cannon fire. What could have happened here? I don't recognize these men. Still more unknown soldiers. Could they have been responsible for the attack? This one is carrying a letter. Let's see. According to this note, this troop came from an outpost of the Bridge Alliance close by. A patrol, no doubt. Could the bridge in some way be linked to this attack? That makes no sense. These vials look familiar. Katasach used the very same to stock his potions. He must have come here. I'm going to pick them up. I recognize this sack. It's my cousin's. Oh, Constantine, what have you gotten yourself into again? Very well. Let's sum things up. Constantine and Katasach definitely came through here to perform some sort of ritual. But they were attacked. An attack obviously involving wild animals. And then there are these traces of inexplicable flames. Could it be magic?
You cannot suspect my people are behind this attack. You have strayed far from the path. No one would have attacked Katasach.
Unless he himself was behind it. He is a powerful Donegad. The beasts obey him.
How could you even think something like that? He is a healer. He brought comfort to your cousin.
Perhaps he only did it to gain our trust. With Constantine captive, he now has leverage to apply to the colonists and force them to accept his conditions. But in all truth, I have no idea what to think. But regardless of who is guilty, I must find my cousin. We could return to Wen Xavier to learn more. Perhaps Katasach returned there. Or maybe his Voglendai could tell us where to find him. We are also going to have to visit the outpost. Their soldiers were involved in the combat, or at least the end of it. They must have some stories for us.
I doubt that the Alliance would have decided to openly attack their ally. Don't forget that they owe their continued presence on the island to you.
And thanks to you, I know. But their men were there, on the cliff. And Constantine is no longer among us. Maybe those men are still loyal to the preceding commander. However, one way or another, Constantine is in danger. Let us be on our way without further delay.
Kacke. Was ist denn das nächste Ding, wo ich... Oh, Scheiße. Dann laufe ich links. Ich weiß, ich gehe erst zu dem scheiß Außenposten. Ah, okay, jetzt verstehe ich ziemlich warum... Ja genau, das ist eine Explosion, ne? Okay, jetzt verstehe ich ziemlich warum das eine Ding da weg ist. Macht's mal. Ich gehe erst zum scheiß Außenposten, ey. Da erzähle ich mal den Wichsern was. Hä? Glaub's richtig? Ja. Na. Ja, kommt halt her. Schwulen Teddybären. Ja, jetzt verstehe ich zumindest, warum da der offen ist jetzt. Ja, ja, das macht alles Sinn. Naja, warte. Ah, ich gehe doch erst zu den Dingern, dass der nicht dahinter steckt. Reisen. Ist besser. Hab ich eigentlich irgendwas zum Wegstecken? Cool.
I've heard stories of your exploits. Thank you for all you've done. It's unusual for us to be offered aid by Renaigse. It seems my Tiern was right. You are on Almenawi. How can I help?
Katasak has disappeared. Would you have any idea as to where he went?
What? But my Tiern followed you to help you. How would I know where to find him?
I don't know exactly what happened, but he took my cousin to a particular place. A place to perform a ritual. Their escort was attacked. Decimated by beasts and by magic. And my cousin and Katasak have disappeared.
And you believe that the Tiern has taken your cousin and killed his soldiers? Your heart must beat in shadow to believe that the man who offered you his hand only did so in order to better betray you.
Wait. This is not what my friend wanted you to hear. Perhaps they were wounded, and your master wanted to take Constantine to a safe haven to heal him. We must find them at all costs. Wherever they are, they most certainly need help.
Forgive me, Doneged. Your words are true. I spoke without thinking. But I do not know how I can help you.
There may be a way. I found these vials of potion on the battlefield. Do they belong to your master?
They could very well, but let me see them closely. No, they are not his. This potion does not seem like any of those my master prepares. I do not know this smell. The plants used to make it do not come from here. Another Doneged must be implicated, but none that I know would attack Katasach. May the trees protect us. Who would attack the water that heals? The earth that feels? They must be in grave danger.
Yes. I sincerely hope that we will find them. That they are alive and well. I must go. I need to continue my investigations.
When you have discovered anything, let me know. Kwawelemseg.
I have to go.
Sehr gut, ich habe hier was glitzern gesehen. Wo? Da ist es doch. Ruhig raus. Da ist noch mehr geglitzert. Hallo. Boah, jetzt soll man zum Außenposten gehen hier. Lecco mio. Außenposten. Was ist das für ein Scheiß? So. Jetzt geht's denn an die Nippel. Jetzt sollte ich... Jetzt nehme ich die Oder wie ist die Afra mit. Jetzt muss leider die raus und die rein. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, wenn ich jetzt mal gucke. Jetzt müsste ich euch weniger tragen können, oder? Ja, 400 nur. Okay, dann. Das hängt dann doch mit der Stärke zusammen, wie viel ich tragen kann. Oh, 400 ist auch viel. Jetzt plündert es doch mal hier, du Arsch. Geil. Wo hänge ich jetzt fest? Jetzt gibt's hier dezent bei Ärger. Scheiß.
Colonials. You must have gotten lost to have come this far from nowhere. To whom do I owe the honor?
Desardet. I am legate of the congregation of merchants on this island.
A legate? Here? Pardon my dismay, but we don't get many official sorts around here. Captain Idris. I am the ranking officer in charge of this Bridge Alliance outpost. What can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for Constantin Dorset, the island governor of the congregation of merchants.
A governor? Here? Whatever would he be doing in this rattle?
My cousin was part of an expedition in this region. His men and his camp were attacked. They nearly all died, but we found no trace of his body, which has us hoping that he may still be alive, wounded and holding up somewhere, or even captured.
Have you cast your suspicions in our direction? I hope this is a joke. We've had neither reinforcements nor supplies for weeks. In my book, we've been totally forgotten. I wouldn't risk the few lives remaining to attack a governor's camp. I'm not crazy. I'm truly sorry for your cousin, Excellency, but we haven't seen him. And we definitely haven't kidnapped him. The region is dangerous. The natives are heartless. You should be looking in their direction.
You do know that we found the bodies of several men from the garrison up there, don't you?
How could you be sure?
One of them was carrying a note, signed by your hand.
And they are dead. I had hoped they'd have survived and would eventually return.
Explain yourself, Captain. What were your men doing on the cliff top?
They were monitoring the zone. They were to warn us of any troop movements. We have lost too many men to surprise attacks. We decided to take initiative and be ready. Yesterday, we heard screams and saw some strange lights up there. But I was hoping...
And you didn't go and see for yourself? You hear screams, certainly those of your own men, and you don't do anything.
So the last of my men give up their lives for nothing as well? You can think of me as a coward if you like. But me, I'm taking no more unnecessary risks.
Why do I have the feeling that you're holding something back from me?
Captain, my name is Afra, you might remember me. I passed by this outpost with my fellow scholars.
The Lost Expedition? Yes, I remember.
His Excellency was able to extract us from the situation we found ourselves in.
His Excellency has powers that I do not possess.
I'm casting no stones at you. You are isolated and without resources, and understandably a bit angry. You have the feeling that the powerful of this world have abandoned you, and you want to make them pay. But a life hangs in the balance. We must save him.
You were right. I will tell you everything I know. one of the men I'd posted there returned during the night.
A survivor? Excellent. Did he tell you what happened?
He wasn't able to say a word. He collapsed unconscious 2 steps past the doorway. Our nurse sits with him, but there is little hope that he will come back to himself. His wounds are extremely serious. He's just refusing to die.
I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. Perhaps we could do something for him.
Go and see the nurse. Perhaps you can do something to help the poor boy. I can't take it anymore. To lose another man. Anything else?
Fast am Heulen. Ah, wie viel Geld?
I would
Nichts
very
los.
much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
Na, sammel nicht so viel. Verpiss you. Wo ist die kranke Schwester?
What are you doing there? This is an infirmary.
I know. I've come to see the wounded soldier. The captain told me you might need my help.
That is very kind of him. But alas, it's a little late.
What are you saying? Is the soldier...
No, he still lives. But I've been asking the captain for weeks to escort me on a mission to replenish my stocks. I no longer have a single remedy. And now that we have a wounded patient, I can only wipe water on his brow and hope.
Do you know what type of remedy would allow him to survive?
Yes, at least I think so. It's a known potion that heals burns.
I see. Give me the recipe. We'll go and see that it's prepared for you.
Thank you. Because of you, this poor boy might be able to survive his wounds.
Gut, den muss ich herstellen, weil ich glaube nicht, dass ich den kaufen kann. Wo? Ich habe die Tussi dabei, da müsste es gehen. Hoffentlich. So. Cool, ich kann dem das nicht geben. Wieso nicht? Warum quatsche ich die mal an?
Were you able to concoct the potion against burns?
Yes, I was. Might we administer it?
Give it to me. I'll take care of this.
Kann ich nicht anwenden. No, ich kümmere mich drum.
We must wait and be patient now.
Will he make it?
I hope so. We'll know soon enough. This potion is extremely potent.
And if he survives, when could we speak to him?
Come back tomorrow at the same time. We'll know more then.
Very well. I'll come back tomorrow.
See you soon. And thank you again for your help.
23 Stunden. Muss ja irgendwo pennen. Ah, das ist hier voll das eine da. Will ich da wieder vorrennen? was ist denn hier los hier in dem Affenstall? Kacke, wo ist sie hin? Ah, Kacke. Ah, da ist. Da liegt er ja. So. Scheißdreck. So. Direkt zu Turbanspinner.
Hello, soldier. How are you doing?
Better. A lot better. Are you the one who saved me? The nurse told me.
I simply prepared the potion that she told me how to make. Nothing more. Could you tell me what happened during the attack?
I will try. They're not really memories I'm fond to bring back. A lot of my friends died up there. We were posted up on the peak to follow rebel movement. It had been a couple of days when we heard sounds of fighting not far from our position. Men were screaming in our own language. So we went to see what was happening. Soldiers of the Coin Guard and an islander were trying to protect a young man. He seemed dire ill.
Constantine Katasak and his escort. Who were they fighting against?
Dozens of wild animals that seemed completely enraged and intent on devouring them. And there were flames.
Flames? Where were they coming from?
I don't know. My friends and other soldiers fell one after the other. Oh, I didn't see everything. All was blood and confusion with beasts and fire. But I thought I saw another islander. Big. He's the one who took the sickened man. There was practically no one left on the battlefield. I was wounded and I passed out. I came to when I heard voices of islanders approaching. Rebels. I thought to myself, they're coming to finish off the wounded. I got up with difficulty and fled. I dragged myself here. And you know the rest.
I'm going to have to go and find these rebels.
You shouldn't do that. They killed all of my friends. You take a great risk.
That's enough. Rest now. You're still far from having recovered.
Yes, it's best I leave now. I've learned enough. I'll have a word with your captain. Goodbye.
Excellency, I was told that you saved my soldier. Thank you. You can't imagine what this means to us.
Please. I did nothing more than follow the instructions your nurse gave me.
Did you learn what you needed to learn?
Yes. I was able to question your man and he told me what he saw. He and his company heard sounds of the attack, and they went to investigate. My cousin's escort were already nearly annihilated by animals that jumped out from all sides. A strange sorcerer controlled them. It was he that took my cousin.
One of those rebel savages, no doubt. I knew that they'd be behind all of this. They must have learned that an important man was in the region and thought he would make the perfect hostage. I'm sorry. I would give you some men, but...
Don't apologize. I know where the camp can be found, and if my cousin is there, I will free him.
Like you freed the scholars. You're a good man, Excellency. Thank you again for saving my soldier.
I need to be going.
I would very much like to do the same. Safe journey, Your Excellency.
So, also ich hab jetzt eh keinen Bock mehr. Ich mach nächstes Mal weiter. Nächstes Mal. Später. Ich muss jetzt auch noch was anderes machen. Außer spielen. Aber das, was ich jetzt zumindest mache, ist, ich nehme jetzt die Ich nehme jetzt die Syren, die nehme ich mit. So, das so. Und dann reise ich noch dahin, wo ich hin soll. Okay. Ja genau, und da soll ich hin. Alles klar, dann speichere ich jetzt. Ne, ich höre auf, meine ich. Und dann speichere ich in aller Ruhe. Bis zum nächsten Mal.